Nice and circular, John. All right. Today, you two are receiving the Fidele Legionnaire class for your service to the guard and staff. Thank you, and you may return to your position. Next, may I have Martin 4144 and T Vabs N. Oh, there's one of them. Welcome. All right. For your lengthy and meritorious service to the Fourth Corps, today you are receiving Fidel Officer class. Thank you, Martin. May return to your position. Volcadia 15 Canctus and Galaxy Dominator 23. Up front and center. All right. Galaxy, you'll receive it on behalf of the other two. But for your extensive and successful service to the Third Corps today, you're receiving the Fidel Officer class. Thank you. You may return to the formation. All right. Next, may I have Danube Master 202, Multiple Boyo, Some 2 Aurelius, Gold Nuggety, and it's me, Batman. All right. Today, you five are receiving the Fidel Officer class for your great service to the Premier Corps and the 84E specifically. When I read this list of names, I recognize all of them as prominent names that drove the regiment to become what it is today, and that is among the best in France. So, thank you, and you may return formation. Next, may I have Suomi Slaughter and Kind Slaughter. Welcome, welcome. All right, today you two are receiving the Fidel Officer class for your service to the 90, 70, and now you're in the Irish kind, but you guys did a great service to the 90 and 70 while you were within, and appreciate that. So, congratulations. You may fall back in kind. Officer class. All right, welcome, Hollow. Fake hello. Next, may I have Swamicus and Maddie 1319, front and center. Hello, you two. It's a nice line. Regardless, you two today are receiving the Fidel Officer class. Somehow, you guys don't have this yet, but yes, for your service to Premier Corps as senior and long-term officers, you are now officers of the Order of the Fidel. Thank you, and you fall back in. May I have Tag Striker, Blighted, Helldiver, this is Shampoo, Shadow Camo, Benny, up to the stage. What's up, Chris? Welcome. All right. You five, for your exemplary and prolonged service to the old guard, to the guard in general, you are now members of, officers of the Order of Fidel. Thank you, and you may return to the formation. Thank you. Udo Hayes, Matthias Wisman, and Chasman up front and center. All right, you three, for your absolutely exemplary and remarkable service to France many sectors of France as well, but mostly to the Guard. Today you're receiving the. You are now members of the Order of Fidele officer class. Excuse me. All right, you guys may return to your positions, and I'm gonna take my much-needed water break. All right, Fischio, may I have you up here? Welcome, Fischio. You are one of, if not the longest tenured old guardsman in active service. You've quite literally been through every change in the guard that I can remember. You joined us in early 2021, and you definitely went through some of the hardest times in the guard. And for that, today you're receiving the commander class of the Fidele. Congratulations, you may return to your position, commander of the Fidele. All right, Yapsterman 2008. He may not be here, but Yapsterman is most certainly a household name within France, I'd say. He's a hero of the 84E, and he's been there for such a long time. Today, he is a commander of the Legion of Fidele. Appreciate him for that. He's not here to return to his position, so next I will have Lord Smudge. I was here. Welcome. Lord Smudge, you joined us after the Italian fiasco, and your regiment did not have an easy time. You did not have an easy go of it as an officer of that regiment. Regardless, stuck in, you made the best of it. You allowed the 45E to become a great regiment as it is today. It's been a huge part in it. And for that, today you are now a commander of the Legion of Loyal. Thank you, Lord Smudged, and you may return to your position, Commander. Dead Narwhal, up front and center. He may not be here, but for for representing the Loyal Legion, that is the 15E, Dead Narwhal today is becoming commander of the Legion de la Fidele. He most certainly deserves this. I'm sure his colleagues in the 15E understand that. And you will hopefully share my gratitude for his service with him. Anyway, on to the next. Voided Flame. Not certain he's here. But Voided Flame's been with France for a very long time. He's been a great commander and a great friend. Today he's also becoming commander of the Legion of Fidele. Voided Flame. 64 XTO. $64.
I'm AFK, hold on.
Yeah, you're AFK. Well, you can hear it well enough. We'll pretend the target's you. So, oh, there he is. Welcome. 49, sorry. Maybe that's why he didn't come to the front. Okay, my apologies, 49 XTO. Today, you are a commander of the Legion of Fidele. For your lengthy, extensive, and pain-in-the-ass service over these last few years. You've been a great help to me and to Gory in the administration of the Army. You've also been a loyal friend to all of us in the Grand Court. We appreciate that. And, you may fall back in, Commander of the Legion de la Fidele. Thank you, sir. Borkelli, come front, center. Borkelli, I think we missed your name for this one at least a few times. I think 2 or 3 ceremonies ago, we finally got you the Legionnaire of the Fidele. But you're most certainly one of the most loyal among us here today. Um, you've been here nonstop for 5 years. I think you joined the guard in January of 2021 or something like that. And you've been with us ever since. You're the quintessential Marshal. You're not a Martian, but you are a Marshal. Um, and a veteran. And for your exemplary service to France, the Guard, to Fifth Corps, you are now a commander of the Legion of Fidele. Thank you, Kelly. You may return your position as soon as Kronk has moved himself from it. And we will move on. Okay, the fun part. All right. So, let me adjust myself now that that section is through. All right. May I have multiple crimes and Potawell come forward? All right. As commander of the elite of the 14 and a longtime exceptional ranker member of the regiment, multiple and Potawell respectively say you are members of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, Legionnaires. You may return to your position. Yanjiba. Jan, you're a dedicated veteran of the 6E, but more than that, you've shown immense growth, success as a member of the Carabineers, it says, although you're wearing a Voltigeur uniform, I think. But regardless, your officer speaks tremendously about your character and your contribution to your regiment, the 6E. For that, you're now an officer of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, and you may return to your position. All right, may I have Nicoletti 2010 Deathmaster Camille. All right, appears it's just you, Nicoletti. Nicoletti, you are the most notable ranker in the 21E among its elites. Exceptionally skilled, and part of the reason why 21E elites are drama-free, tight-knit brotherhood. That you're receiving the Legion of Honor. Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. You may return to your position. Thank you, Nicoletti. Spagheticus, Royalty Villager, and White Devils. 01. As officers within 5th Corps, but not just that, White Devils have been around with us for a very long time. Committed great service. You've seen a ton of progress in both of your regiments. And your regiments quite literally would not be where they are today without both. Well, I guess all three of you, if Royalty Villager decided to show up. But today you are Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. Thank you, and you may return to your position. Paw Trolling and Logicus. as XO and CO of the 6E, to have seen it out of the gutter. Seat hands this regiment at one of its lowest points, if not its lowest point in years. And it's certainly come a long way. For that, you two are both receiving the Legion of Honor. Legion. Thank you, and you may return to your positions within the formation. Vaticus. Front. All right. Excuse me for any breaks. I do still have a terrible cough. But Faticus, as the leader of the 1ER Cav, it was uncertain whether or not the unit would maintain its potency in the change of leadership. But you most certainly met that task with grit, determination. The regiment still in great shape. And, for that, we very much appreciate you. Today you are a Legionnaire of the Legion d'Honneur. Thank you. You may return to your position. '80 spaces, Fred 239I. Huh, okay, they're not here. However, these two are some of the best commanders in France currently. Fred and 80 lead the 21E, and Swiss elites respectively. Excuse me. And yeah, they've kept their regiments in the fight. They're some of the most reliable elite companies because of that. And, we look to see more from both of them. Today, they are officers of the Legion of Honor. And, they don't have to fall in because they're not here. Robotic superhero. Robotic may not be here. Robotic recently resigned his position, unfortunately, but it had to happen with his XO coming up into his own. But Robotic was a massive success in the 6E. He saw the regiment thrive over the course of many months, years, and for that, he is Officer of the Legion of Honor. And moving on, we have Borkelli. Again. Borkelli, you don't have to go forward to save you some breath. I know stairs are hard these days. But Borkelli, you're always driven to improve your environment. Since you started as staff in the VG all those years ago, 2021, we saw a lot of promise in you, and you did not disappoint one bit. You've been one of the most reliable officers, no matter what corps, division, or regiment you've been in. And for that, today you're becoming Commander of the Legion of Honor. Thank you, Borkelli, and we will move on. All right. May I have a Royal, the only one, Astavia, and Palpacin come forth. All right, well, today you three, as officers of the 4th Corps, very good at that. You know, Palpacin isn't here, but so you'll have to give him my appreciation personally. But regardless, guys have you're devoted officers to your regiments. You've each had a massive impact in the growth of your regiment and in its day-to-day leadership. For that, you are Legionnaires of the Legion d'Honneur. Thank you. You may return to your positions, gentlemen. All right, 0 summary. Zero summary. As a leader in France, as a leader in the 25E. You've been one of the biggest, I guess, most instrumental pieces in its explosive growth and resurgence. And for your part in today, you are Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, Zero, and you may return. All right. Sororo 2003, Laws of Bees, Jojo Sama 277. It appears we only have one of you. However, when we opened the GMP, it was something new. We weren't certain that it would ever grow past 2 companies, but most recent iteration of staff command under Monarch has proven that with help from you lower staff and up and coming rankers and NCOs, the regiment can thrive, and it can grow just the same as any other. There are plenty of Frenchmen out here that want to do battle, see the regiment grow. And, for your part in that, you 3, today you are Legionnaires of the Legion d'Honneur. Congratulations. You may fall back in. Chipsy 543, 1 Philip S, and bank account 222. Welcome. All right. As long-term and exemplary members of the 112E, today you 3 are named Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. Your regiment quite literally wouldn't be the same without you all. Your day-to-day performance as masters of arms, social figures, and as exceptional killers is appreciated. For that, today you are Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor. Thank you. May return to your positions. All right, QXAE and Dr. Reblox 2. All right. QX, whenever I think about you, I always think about that broken uniform that you wore for 6 months straight and I kept trying to remove from you. Gumbag. But in any case, I want your time in this group to be known for a lot more than that, and you certainly deserved to be known for much more than that. You both have committed great service to the 112E, to its grenadiers, to the community within. So, for that, today you are Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor. And also QX, for his service to the Navy, was also recommended for this honor. And, we're glad to have members that participate in both. They're both honored institutions of this empire. But anyway, you guys may return to your position. Thank you. Lord Planetary, Monarch of Bees, D-Ball Fiend. As leaders of regiment and the corps, you 3 have seen probably the biggest parts in the resurgence of the 4th Corps after Royal's departure avoided assumption of the role as leader of the corps. For your everyday leadership, for your experience, for your success, today you are officers of the Legion of Honor, and I'm very happy to welcome you guys to the group. And with that, you may return your positions. Officers of the Legion of Honor, we take what's ours. Next, may I have Voided Flame and Martin. By that I mean I may have Martin up here to receive both. Similarly, Voided Flame took over the Corps in one of its most struggling times. Martin here was right by his side to assist him in what I call the resurgence of the Fourth Corps. And with your management of the 112E and GMP Brigade, both the regiments saw massive growth and are now some of the most skilled in France. And, for that, Martin, you're the first Grand Officer of the Legion of Honor, Fourth Corps, I believe, first that I'll be mentioning today. And Voided Flame is Officer of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, and you may return to my side, Mr. Martin. Now, you will give me approximately 2 minutes to refill my glass of water. I'll be right back. Lovely weather, right, generals?
Impeccable. No, it's a shithole.
Well, that's what you get when you live on a wet island.
Ah, you know, man.
Oh, God.
Just like home, bro.
Oh,
like
not
home,
this guy.
Beautiful. Fix that. I'm back. All right. This is exactly like it was on my trip to Ireland. Crazy. All right. No, I'm kidding. The weather was beautiful. Anywho, let us proceed. Destructively Pro. Destructive. Oh, excuse me. You're a veteran of many wars. Sorry, coughing out a lung. We shall continue. Yep, you portray quality and key traits that all of your peers admire. Both in the Guard and the 15E, you've risen to the top echelon. And, for that, you are now a member, a legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, destructively. May return to your position. May I have Jar Jar Ward 213 and Bast 2K. Jar Jar's not here, but you'll have to receive this on his behalf. Yeah, double medal. I think that means you get the next class. All right, so Bast, as a quickly growing chasseur, took over or rather, you became a member of the Troisième admin staff, which is renowned within France, one way or another. You assisted us with the running of the 5-year anniversary of France event, and more than that, you ensure the regiment is well taken care of on a week-to-week basis. And for that, you are an officer of the Legion of Honor, as is Jar Jar War. You may return to your position, and whoever is messing with the stage, probably not a good idea, not a good time. Grenadier, please come forth. Grenadier and Viral the Locks. assume viral might not be here. No, he's there. Welcome. Dud. All right. Excuse me. All right. As members of the 15E Voltigears, you guys have. I hope I got that right on both of you. I know Grenadier, you an officer, but regardless, yeah, you're part of the reason why the company has the best retention, some of the best retention in France, and is one of the strongest and has been one of the most consistent across the years. 4 year service to the 15E, successful service to the 15E at that. You are today Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor. Thank you, and you may return to your position. They have Mars Noob and CT Liver, or Liver. 11419. All right. Today, you were two for your exemplary performance service to the 15E. Excuse me. Today, you are Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor. Yeah, you guys may return to your position within the formation. All right, Secret Cosmos. Stood. All right. Secret, you very recently took a step down from Corps Command to lead a company within the 45E. It takes a lot to take it emotion, but taking it in stride, and there's certainly a lot of hope for the company you've taken over. We know that you're going to do a good job. For your previous successes as commander and officer within 3rd Corps, you are Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, Secret, and you may return to your position. Kant Mothos and Asun. Gentlemen, as officers, leaders within your respective regiments, larger than life, as these recommendations say, members of your regiments, you provoke social interaction, and you're revered by your soldats. Today, you are Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations. Certainly deserve it. You may return to your position. Forky Warky 3 Danon 1411111 and Alexandruin 2011. Davy Jones with them. I couldn't agree more. For dedication and leadership, to exceptional performance and great character, serving as role models to the regiment, future leaders. Today, you guys are receiving or becoming Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor. Service 45E. Thank you, and you may return to your position. Heroes. Asian Dop and Sup Wasa. Please come forth. As a commander that boasts high awareness, positioning the reaction speed, one that cares for his men greatly, and a member of the regiment that is directly impacted by that leadership and returns it in kind in his own way. Today, you two are Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor for your service to the 45E. Congratulations. You may return to your position. Botor X9 and leaked. Leak done. All right. Welcome. I can't say the same about you, Leaked, but Botor, you've been in 15E and 3rd Corps for an age and a half. You've been through some of the, I guess, biggest struggles. You were kept at Major for a very, very, very long time, but you most certainly earned Colonel, and beyond just your participation within your regiment, your leadership of the regiment. You've done a lot for Duel, and you've done a lot for the community at large. Leak, you showed up for 3rd Corps and had a great time for yourself, but in a time of much need, Find always needed a right-hand man, and you've certainly slotted in to fulfill that. For that, you two are now officers of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations. You may return to your position. Thank you. Jim Cosmos and Quix Cosmos. Gentlemen, it's officers of Saxony that, oh, not you yet. You get back. I didn't call you up yet. You're next. All right. Excuse me. Anyway, as officers of Saxony, NCO and senior officer, leaders of men, you were there for the meteoric rise of Saxony after the departure of its former CO, and you're part of why the regiment is as consistent and effective, rally and combat-wise. And for that, you both are Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations. You may return to your position. Ari Devarukian, it is now your time to receive singular appreciation. Ari, you were handed Saxony in a declining state. Now you have two guardsmen of your own that we've granted you. Actually, several for your great service. But joking aside, your work ethic and your pursuit of success have seen Saxony out of the gutter, quite literally. And for that, you are now an officer of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations for receiving it, and thank you for everything you do for the regiment. I'm sure your soul that stink, they understand how much you've done for them, but they'll appreciate it a lot more once all this is all in the past. So for that, thank you, Ari, and you may return. Defined, come forth. It's time for your bi-yearly glazing. All right, Defined. You're the face of 3rd Corps. You're the most trusted man in France. The last British man left in the senior command, or something like that. And today you are Grand Officer of the Legion of Honor. It would be remiss of me to not award you this honor. You're the longest serving marshal in France now, I believe, active. And I'm honored to name you Grand Officer of the Legion of Honor. For that, thank you. And you may rejoin us up here on the stage. Moving on. Flamingo Flop Yop, the Spartan 371, and I'm Fed Up. I'm going to be sharing this sentiment a lot with the next few guys that are coming up, next sets of groups of guys that are coming up anyway, as they all played a massive part in making the 84U what it is today. The model regiment of France, uh, the first best regiment of France of the last few years, and definitely the one I can point to with ease and say that it's produced some of the best Frenchmen that we've had in a very, very long time. And for that, Spartan, Flamingo, you guys have been there for a lot of it, if not all of that. From from Praetoricus to all the way up to Swamicus, and then on to Milan. You guys have been there for most of that, and today you are now Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor for your part in all of that. Congratulations, and you may return to your position. Thank you, veterans. May I have Raj, Raccoon Horizon, please come forth. All right, Jakey and Raj, you guys are exceptional commanders. I've been there for many of your battles. I've had the pleasure of field command at least a few occasions, and you're two of the more reliable commanders. I don't have to sit over you and teach you how to lead. You guys know how to do it, and you prove that pretty much every week. And for that, you are Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, you may return to your position. May I have Cole Phelps is cool. All right, Cole, you've been with the regiment. Well, you might be in a new one now, the artillery, but you've been at least in Premier Corps since 2022, and you've been one of its most outstanding rankers, and became one of its best leaders, NCO's upcoming leaders. And for that, today you are Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations. You may return to your position. Akiryoshi? Kiryoshi? Mr. Yoshi? You've been a staple in the ever-growing fable of the 7E. I like that line. You started your career in the regiment as a great top fragger, but since then, become an exceptional staff member, a leader of the men, one that they all can confide in. For that, you are Legionnaire, Legion d'Honneur. Congratulations. You may return to your position, sir. May I have Exilus and Tradicux and Milan. I think he changed his name too, I just don't know what it is. But anyway, only one of you. You get triple. You get triple the medal, Exilus. Alright, so Exilus, you came over to Premier Corps after the closing of 2nd Corps in our time zone. You quickly saw yourself into a Corps command role. You have a lot of experience in that regard. Saw the 70, especially through some difficult times, but it is most certainly now a very consistent regiment because of you. And you've been a stable face for the Corps, especially as Swamicus has found himself more busy on weekends. For that, you are an officer of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, and you may return to my side. Maddie, 1319. Again. Well, I very much assume that you already had this one. However, because I believe you're already a baron, it may have been an oversight on our part. But regardless, Maddie, Major Maddie, no longer. Um, Today you are a Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. For your service to the Corps, large, for your tremendous, I guess, input on artillery for the army, and also for your work with Mirardi, as it is currently. Thank you, Maddie. You may return to your position, a Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, sir. And next, may I have Forkval, Zangtub, Savislav, Max Celtigar. That's the last Guard National soldier. That's the last one right there. Some say he's the one that ruined it. He's the one that got it removed. Regardless. All right, so each of you I recognize as long-serving members of the Guard, as rankers mostly, but as NCOs and upcoming leaders. You guys are massive parts of the Guard community. Excuse me. Yep. And for that, you guys are Legionnaire, the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, men, and you may return to your position. What the hell? Okay, we might have to take his, but everybody else gets theirs. Good kill. All right. May I have Osiris Returns, Umbral's Calamity, Phantom 23, and Chudsaw Dude. Come forth. As long-term members of the Old Guard, many of you, as great characters, Chainsaw, you know, I've known you for a very, very long time. It's good to see you still around. But regardless, your performance and your character is what makes the Old Guard so special. I think it goes without saying that you're some of the most revered members of the Army. I suppose it kind of comes with your position, but you guys most certainly earn it every week. And for that, you're becoming Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, soldiers, and you may return to your position. Guarding the flank. May I have Scorpio Dad, 2010, Jero Cycle, Apollyon Stellar, Customer 111. What the hell? That's not gory. Alright, fake gory. Regardless, got all these Old Guard in front of me and they just let Scott get defiled. Regardless, today you three, or I believe I called five up, but I suppose this message holds the same for all of you. You're invaluable to the Old Guard and the Guard as a whole. Major members of its community. Customer, and you're an up and coming leader. I'm ready to see the general take command of his men. But regardless, today you are all Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, and you may return to your position. All right, may I have 818 Hanno, T-Post 02, Tag Striker. All right. Suppose this message can go for you both. T-Post is a former staff member and Hanno as a rising staff member. You both play a crucial role in the running of your regiment. Regiments, I suppose. Same companies. Regardless, your prowess in battle gives you a wealth of experience in upcoming command, Hanno and T-Post. Your work ethic and your care for your duty and your brothers, part of why you're one of the most valuable members of your company. For that, you both are Legionnaires of the Legion of Honor. Thank you, and you may return to your position. Go. Damascus Fox, Reset Bucket, please come forth. All right, neither of them are here, but they're both very, very valuable members of the Old Guard, and I'll save the glazing for when I see them. Congratulations, you two, Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. Moving on, may I have Deer Hunter 60641? Oh, good kill. And Adam DePlayer and Fogged Piss Kalo. Oh, as well as Shampoo 2223. If you're here, Shampoo. All right, excuse me. All right. As some of the most senior members of the Old Guard, as staff members, as Port Eagle, Sergeant, Adjutants, you guys are the biggest part in the day-to-day running of the Old Guard. You have a massive role in retention, and you have a massive role. You play a massive role in its effectiveness. You keep the group together, and you keep it rolling. And that is why you are Old Guard. Today, you all are receiving Legionnaire Officer class. Congratulations, Ben, and you may return to your formation. Random 2223. Star Unity. All right. Excuse me. As officers, random was a little more up and coming. Star, you have tenure over many of the guys in the guard now. So regardless, you've both earned your merit. You're great leaders within the guard, leaders of men. You've won us many victories, and will hopefully win us many more. Regardless, today you are officers of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations. Turn. Men. All right. Executor Watson. Welcome, Executor. Executor, you've been with France for a very long time. I know you had a brief stint elsewhere, traitor, but since you rejoined, you've been a massive aid to the young guard. You're definitely one of its greatest leaders in a long time, and just a great guy to have around. I'm sure they vouch on that 100 times over. Today you are a Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, soldier, and you may return to the formation. Thank you, Executor. All right. Ooh, almost missed one. Agonizingly fatal. Please come forward. As agonizingly fatal. Name never gets easier to say. you've been an aide in the guard for a very long time. I know I can say with ease that the guard aides are definitely some of the most productive officers in France. Their systems are, I imagine, copied by the whole coalition by now. If they could have your bots, and all of your Discord integrations, they would take that too, but they can't have that unless you leave and join. But regardless, agonizingly fatal, you're part of the reason why the guard is is one of the most organized formations France in today. You are Legionnaire of the Legion of Honor for your part. Thank you, son. You may fall back in. May I have Hero Draconis, Live For Ya, Homeland Security, and Udo Hayes. All right. As four of the most principal leaders in the guard today, leaders in the old guard and the middle guard, say figureheads at this point for your echelon. Today, you are officers of the Legion of Honor. Udo, you've served us in area and the guard as one of the best officers in both formations. Livid, you came to us and quickly rose to prominence as one of the guard's best. Still proved to be that. Kuro, you've risen to command of the middle guard, and it's as effective as ever. In Omland, as a leader of men, company, and echelon command, you exceed in both. And today, as I said, you're officers of the Legion of Honor. Well deserved. You may return to your position. May I have Chasbin and John Baconheimer. Once again, side by side. Still can't form a line. All right. Regardless, Chasbin, you've been in the guard for a long ass time. I couldn't even guess. Probably 4 years. But you've been an exceptional commander. You've come a very, very long way. Say you're probably one of the most improved over the past few years. And, one of the guard's best, certainly. John, you joined the guard with Herman and proved to be an invaluable asset. You pushed staff members to meet a potential that they may have not even known existed within them, and seen the guard out of some of its most difficult struggles. For that, today you both are receiving the Officer of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, and you may return to your position. Next, may I have Matthias Quisman. Matthias, you're one of the most energetic and fun-loving officers in our army. I trust you with any command. Not because I think you're the best, but because I know that you would have a wonderful time and everybody under your command would have exceptional time while you're leading. Regardless, Matthias, for your invaluable service to many sections of France and for creating some of the most memorable moments in French history, you are receiving Commander of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, Matthias. You may rejoin stage. Stage full of old men. Next, may I have Zalphus. Fourth. Zalphus, despite your soft-spoken nature, you're one of the most experienced and successful officers, generals in France. You've when needed, you've put boots on the ground and seen regiments out of some of their most difficult situations, turn them into, you know, mechanical beasts. And beyond that, now your assistance with French module and idea crafting, excuse me, prove it invaluable to me and the Grand Courtier General. And for all of that, today you are named Commander of the Legion of Honor. Congratulations, Alphys. Well deserved, and you may rejoin the generals. We take what's ours. Unbridled hatred, front center, please. Unbridled hatred, it's your turn to take over the ceremony after I award you this final honor. Unbridled hatred, or unbelligerent hatter, you're by far one of the best commanders France has ever seen. You can take the most lowly fusiliers and turn them into lions. You have great character. You can turn any serious matter into a comedy show, and certainly a friend to all. For that, today you are Grand Officer of the Legion of Honor, third of its kind, and I'm glad to be able to award you with that honor. Unbelligerent Hatter, thank you, and you may return to my side.